Hello, everyone. Please hit that like button as you guys come in. Hello, how are you? As you guys can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear me. That's me opening up my can of alcohol free mojito. I wanted to get the one with alcohol, but I was like, do you know what? I know they kind of told me to kind of hold back a little bit on certain things right now with my health. So I'm just like, okay, maybe let's start with alcohol free for now. Tommy is listening from Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, girl. Honestly, I want to come to Lagos for Dirty December. It's been a couple of years since I've been to Lagos for Dirty December. And when I tell you, anyone listening, if you ever consider going to Lagos in December, if you ever want to go to Lagos, first of all, my big advice would be go in December and you will have the best time. Like you would have such a wonderful time. There's always events pretty much almost every day. There's fashion shows. There's just like really exciting things that you can do every single day. Like when I say it was so bad, I had such a good time. I called my mom on the phone. This was years ago, right? I called my mom on the phone. I was like, hey, mom, I really want to live here. I don't want to go back to England. My mom was like, have you found a job there? I said, no. She's like, then I'll see you on Monday. And when I tell you, I didn't even know what to do with myself, honey. I was Dirty December in Lagos, Nigeria. Maybe like depending on if you guys even want to join, some of y'all maybe we go and turn it up all up in Lagos, and Tommy will help us. We'll have a whole fun little community over there in Lagos, Nigeria for Dirty December. Eunice is Oh, Washington. Wonderful. When I think about Washington, I just think about like Washington being such a like beautiful place, and like I just get this is me. I've never been to Washington, first of all. The only places I think I've been to in the US would be like New York, New Jersey, where else have I been to? Boston. Um yeah, but I've never been to Washington. So maybe I need to add that to the list if there's anything happening over there in Washington. Let me know what you guys are drinking in the chat. So, today, what we're talking about, we have a few bits to talk about today. So, I'm going to be talking about the latest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Ashley was obviously trying to expose Stacy about trying to get with Monique's ex husband. The bits that I kind of struggled with was, where did that all come from? Stacy was trying to out Giselle about Giselle having a boyfriend. Then we didn't get to talk about the so called boyfriend issue and whether Giselle, yes, Giselle did say she is dating, but I don't think we really got into the tea of it all. Like, how many dates have you been on with this man? What is going on with that? Are you guys in a relationship, or have you just been on other dates? Are you also dating other people? These are some of the questions that I would have loved if they could get to the bottom of. Instead, what we got was Ashley trying to cape for Giselle. So Ashley then steps in and Ashley starts bringing up this whole Chris Samuels thing. And she's like, yes, Stacy reached out to somebody that she knows trying to get Chris Samuels contact. And I'm just like, okay, well, Stacy is a single woman. Well, I guess at the time, because I would assume it wasn't the time where she got back with her ex, so it would probably be in her divorce era, right? So who cares? If she truly tried to get with Chris Summer, who the heck cares? She is a single woman, or she was at the time, she was a single woman who could have interactions with anybody she wanted to have interactions with. So I didn't really understand the whole vibe where it felt like they were trying to be like, oh, Chris, oh, you, Stacy, no. And it's like, but is Stacy friends with Monique Samuels? Well, sorry, I don't know what her last name is now, but is Stacy friends with Monique? If Stacy is friends with Monique, then I'll understand why everybody is being so crazy and, acting unhinged about it. But if they're not friends, then it's like, what is the issue? And if you guys notice, Stacy did say that she's never met Monique before. So that gives me the impression they are not even friends. So who cares if she is trying to date Chris or has tried to date Chris or has dated Chris in the past? It is not landing the way it is expected to land. I don't know what Ashley was trying to do. Well, actually, I know what Ashley was trying to do. Ashley was trying to avoid people talking about Giselle and her personal relationship. And I think it's because deep down, Ashley knows that Giselle does not want to talk about that relationship. They have probably had off camera conversations about it. And Ashley is like, let me cape for my girl. So she stepped in with that cape on to deflect, to move the conversation away from Giselle's relationship to what Stacey may or may have not done when she was a single woman. So I'm not bothered about that. I don't think anyone should be bothered about that. But let's talk about Angel. Because I feel like Angel is the cloud. Angel is the big, big, massive cloud that I feel like Angel is a very weird one. And I say that because Angel comes across as somebody with very high people pleasing ways. I say that because when she was with the rest of the girlies, you could tell she's having fun. They're playing the games. She is really getting into the game. She is really being fun. Um, Wendy is basically asking, "Oh, who would you kill?" All of that. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said the word. Sorry, guys. Who would you unalive, right? Guess what she says? She says Giselle. And so, of course, Giselle's thinking, "Ah, cool. At least you have a backbone. Fine. This is how you feel. That's cool." But my thing is like, okay, Angel, you already said this. Everybody is happy with the fact that you're standing up for yourself. Wonderful. But then why would you now go back to square one, Angel? And it's given a little bit unstable. But I don't think it's I don't think it's like a mental instability thing. I just think that it is a people pleasing problem. The problem with being a people pleaser is you will get yourself in trouble. You will end up being fake, looking fake, because you're a people pleaser. Think about it. The scene with the girls, she was getting on with the girls, she is having a good time. Then all of a sudden, right? She's in the presence of these girls. She's having a good time, she's having fun with them, everything is all good. Next thing, when she's with Kay, her energy is different. Kay starts talking about people having bad energy, all that kind of stuff. Next thing, she modes and she is validating what Kay is saying in that moment. That is a very people pleaser way to behave. There's nothing wrong in saying, yes, Kay, I understand at first things were a little bit rocky, but we actually had a good time tonight. We actually got on, this is what happened, laugh about it, and just be like, girl, I had a good time. We've moved on. That is fine. She could have done that. But a people pleaser, just because they want to, she was probably trying to make Kay feel better about not missing anything by not joining the party. She didn't want Kay to feel like, oh, this girl has come into my group of friends and now, has taken over my spot with my group of friends. It's almost like she's now trying to placate Kay to be like, Kay, no, we didn't have fun without you. These girls are not fun girls. And it's just like, that is such a huge, huge, huge problem. Being a people pleaser is not, not a good thing. Absolutely not a good thing at all. And I think if Angel does not get it together with her people pleasing ways, she will continue to come across as fake. She will continue to come across as not having a backbone. She will continue to come across as being Kiana led. And I say Kiana led because after having the sit down with Kiana, her energy changed, right? And I feel like Kiana knows who she is and she knows how to play Angel. Because why are you getting her riled up again? I feel like Angel is one of those people that they don't really have much of a backbone. But when you talk to them and you're like, oh, then the next thing they start getting riled up. You can easily rile them up. And I feel like when somebody is your friend, they know exactly how to rile you up. So I will not be surprised if Kiana was intentionally trying to rile Angel up. The problem is, Angel, if you don't cut the tentacles that Kiana has, if you don't cut that, you know, I don't know what you want to call it, umbilical cord, so to speak, if you don't cut that off, you will end up not having another season on Real Housewives of Potomac. Think about it also. Stacy said when she reached out to Angel in the past, Angel was very curt with her. Guess where that probably came from? Prioritizing Kiana's needs over herself. One of the characteristics of a people pleaser is consistently putting the needs of other people before your own. Consistently. Let's think about it. She has consistently done that. The beef she had with Wendy, that was pretty much very Kiana led. That was prioritizing Kiana's needs over hers. Because Kiana said, do you even like that lady? Next thing, Angel takes that as a cue to start coming for Wendy. So it is obvious that Angel consistently puts the needs of Kiana before herself. That is people pleasing 101. People pleasing 101. The second thing that I feel like shows that Angel is very, very much a people pleaser is the fact that it feels like she needs constant approval to feel accepted or liked. If you notice, she kept like dropping little nuggets and little comments here and there about how, she wants the whole group to like get to know her and stuff. Then she also drops like little nuggets about, she feels like no one has really made the effort to want to like get to know her. She's also dropped like nuggets about where it just gives the impression that she constantly needs reassurance from other people. She constantly needs that. Even at dinner, when she was talking about, like, is she going to be on the menu? I'm like, honey, chill. Not everything is about you. So, do you want them to now reassure you that, oh no, Angel, you're not going to be on the menu tonight? Like, ma'am, you guys have squashed it. Let it be squashed, right? And I just don't necessarily think if Angel does not get it together, I don't think she's going to last very much on the show. I really don't get the impression she's going to last very much on the show because it doesn't even look good. Let me give you an example. After the amazing night these girls had, she woke up the next day and she's now upset. So then she's upset to the point of like shedding tears, guys. Now, let me say this. I can understand where she is coming from as somebody who is going through a lot, who is still breastfeeding, who just had a baby recently. You're going through a lot. Your hormones are doing what your hormones are doing. It's a lot of pressure. You're probably not even sleeping well enough anyway, right? So it's easy to already feel some type of way about about your body, about how you look, especially if you look different from what you looked pre-baby. I completely get that. And that's why I have empathy for Angel when it comes to the whole how she looked. Now, I will say, you guys know I keep it 100. She did look different in those pictures. She did. And I don't necessarily think it is just because of having a baby. I think that life happened. I think that she probably gained weight, yes, from the baby, fine. But I also think there was some sort of editing involved. It looked edited. Or it could be that maybe it was taken with a filter. Because sometimes these filters, it could be that that's what happened. But I don't get the impression that Giselle was trying to body shame her in any way. I think Giselle was more talking about her face does not look like the same person. Nonetheless, Giselle did apologize. But even after the apology, it felt like she didn't really take that apology. It felt like the energy of the group kind of seemed very, very different. And I just feel like, I don't know, I don't really like that. I know a lot of people have been talking about Jazzy recently and talking about Jazzy coming, being a full time housewife and wondering why she isn't. Let me tell you why I feel like Jazzy is ready. Look at the way she handled Kiana at that table. She handled Kiana like a pro housewife. She didn't drag it too much. She didn't go back and forth on the issue. She said, you know what? I can take accountability for my part. Maybe I shouldn't have come at you about that. Here's how I feel, but I apologize. Maybe I shouldn't have come at you like that, right? A good housewife knows when to apologize just for peace to reign so you can move on and move the conversation further. The problem I feel like some housewives make, like Kiana, is holding on to beef the whole season. The problem with that is then you look angry, you look like you don't really have range, you look like you're dragging the whole storyline, and then people end up hating you. Let's look at Portia Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta, for example. People did not like the way she dragged the storyline with Drew, and it felt like the whole season was beefing with Drew season. And people felt like that was nonsense. There was no reason for you to drag it that long. So I need Kiana, honey. Find it somewhere in between, down, deep down within yourself to squash the beef with Jazzy and squash it with Wendy because we don't want a whole season of stupid beef. A whole season when we're arguing about nothing, right? Like, we don't want a whole season of that. Like, you've done how many episodes has it been now? It's 5 episodes now. So it's like, Kiana, get it together. We want to see a Kiana that has fun, right? And I think that's the reason why people like Stacey. People like Stacey because whatever happens, whatever is said to her, it just bounces off her. She is not like deeply bothered about anything. You say something, she says hers, she moves on. You see how she can still be in a cordial space with Kiana. That's why all the things that Kiana has said about Stacey, she can still be in a cordial space and it's not causing any divide in the group. And that is where I feel like Kiana needs to get to. If Kiana doesn't get to that, Kiana is not going to be back next season because there's nothing Bravo hates more than someone who hasn't really fully established themselves and they're just there just dragging it and being a Debbie Downer. It's like you're on holiday, Kiana. Pull that finger out and have a good time. Look at Jazzy. Jazzy is a friend of. And the way Jazzy is out here having fun, you will think she is a full cast member. This is why I'm like, Kiana, your job ain't safe, honey. If you thought that you could come and bring this energy to Bravo and then that would result in you having another season, I don't know if that is going to work. And if I were you, Kiana, I will squash it quickly. I will start having a good time. I will start jumping, dancing, bring good vibe to the trip so that people can remember you for something other than like moving up your nose, acting like you want to fight, talking in certain language. It's like people want to experience a different Kiana. We are tired of this angry, Kiana that seems to be spicy about everything. It would be nice to have a pretty chill Kiana. So let me share my screen. Well, let me share this tab. Okay.
Person that sat in that van and told me in a giggly kind of way, oh my God, the owner of that restaurant was really looking at you and he just really loves you. 14 days before my wedding.
You've got anger issues.
What the hell?
Don't play with me, Tia. Because if you want, I'll take it there. Don't play.
What is Jazzy so upset about? Like, girl, it's given now. Okay, is it too early to take it back? That Jazzy, you're doing too much. You seem pressed for that peach honey. Like, what is going on? Because now it's given you're performing for the peach, and I need the girls to understand that when you do too much, nobody likes someone that is doing too much. We can sense, we can feel, we can tell when people are doing too much. And you, my dear, are now starting to do too much. And it's annoying because it's like people were starting to like you. In the words of Tyra Banks, we were rooted for you. And then all of a sudden, now this is the stunt that you pull. Like, what are we doing, madame? This is the stunt that you come up with. How dreadful.
Are you gonna throw it
Don't
off?
play with me.
Like, even Stacey looks like, what is going on? Kiana is just like, oh. Giselle is just looking like, what is going on? What is going on?
Can y'all pass the prosciutto? Wait, I don't understand.
So after that little exchange with the filter, right? Yes. Then we take a group photo with Mr. Sunny. And
Okay, Jazzy looks good. Look at the body. Kay looks good. I love the color. Giselle actually looks good. I like the color in her as well. Stacey looks good as well. Yeah, Tia looks alright. You don't particularly like the dress or anything. I'm guessing Wendy wasn't feeling well. But yeah, to be fair, all of them look good.
he wanted her to stand next to him. Angel, you saw it because you commented on it as well.
Tia was very worried about you feeling offended, and she didn't mean it.
So I get in the car and I said, he thought you were beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what in the childish mess is going on? He thought you're beautiful, so what's the problem?
You have to tell Jairus he has competition. Ha ha ha. Her whole face changed.
It's like, girl, what is going on? It's a joke. Lighting up. It's like, and this is why I think she may even struggle. I know I thought she was going to be good, but now I'm like, girl, it sounds like your husband is the weak spot. And now that everyone knows that your husband is your weak spot, best believe every read moving forward is going to be with your husband in mind. Miam.
She said, you need to be careful what you say. Can I please finish? That's my humor. She doesn't know me.
My man does not have competition. You don't laugh and say the owner of that restaurant was quite fond of you.
Like, it's so lighthearted. Girl, it's like you have a stick up somewhere that it doesn't belong, Jazzy. And for somebody that is such a fun girl, it's like you took that way too far. Maybe she just doesn't like Tia, which would explain why she kept saying to Tia that Tia uses a lot of filters. Maybe she doesn't like her, and that's just a way of expressing that. But I'm very disappointed in you, Jazzy. Get it together.
It was tongue in cheek. This is Mr. Sunshine we talking about.
Did y'all see Mr. Sunshine?
Like, come on.
Jazzy, we clearly know Mr. Sunshine ain't no competition for Darius. We talking about a man with 2 teeth and 2 dreads.
Welcome to Nevis.
Not 2 teeth and 2 dreads. Okay, Kiana, keep behaving like this, and we might keep you.
I'm not even getting why this is escalated to what it is.
That is exactly how I feel. Like, I don't understand how it is escalated. You should be able to like giggle and laugh with your girl, be like, oh, you know, like little things like that. Like, it just feels like she took it entirely too far, and I don't get it. It's just too far. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.